They said he built an empire. Now the walls are crumbling, and every king needs an heir or a successor. The dust of Tulsa has settled, but the air is thick with the new kind of tension. Dwight, the General Manfredi, is back in his city, but the throne he fought so hard to reclaim feels colder and more dangerous than ever. The old rules are gone, erased by the bullets and betrayals of the past. A new kind of war is brewing, one not fought in dusty alleys with shotguns, but in boardrooms with lawyers, and in the digital shadows with hackers. The world has moved on, and Dwight is struggling to keep his grip. The weight of the crown is heavy, and every face in his inner circle now holds a potential secret. Whispers travel through the streets, suggesting that Dwight's time has passed, that a new age demands a new kind of ruler. He can feel the shifting ground beneath his feet, a subtle tremor that promises an earthquake. His own crew, the men and women he trusted with his life, now exchange glances he can't quite read. Loyalty, the very foundation his life was built on, has become a question mark. The money is flowing, the businesses are running, but a deep, unsettling feeling is growing in Dwight's gut. This isn't peace. This is the calm before the storm. He sits in his office, staring at the city skyline, knowing that the greatest threat to his kingdom may no longer be the rival gangs or the federal agents at his door. The most dangerous enemy might be the one he never sees coming, the one he welcomed into his own house. The first crack in the foundation has already appeared, and soon the entire structure will begin to fall. From the ashes of old alliances rises a threat Dwight never saw coming. It's not a rival family from New York. It's not the Oklahoma law enforcement. It's a sleek corporate monster, a multinational enterprise that deals in data and destruction, and they have Tulsa in their sights. They wear suits, not leather jackets. They trade in stocks and secrets, not guns and cash. Their leader is a ghost, a man of influence and chilling calm named Silas Vane, who sees Dwight's empire not as a criminal organization, but as a hostile takeover target. Vane doesn't want to kill the general. He wants to absorb him, to strip his empire for parts and erase his name from history. Meanwhile, the past refuses to stay buried. A familiar face from Dwight's time in prison resurfaces, bringing with him a secret that could shatter the fragile peace Dwight has built with his daughter. This ghost from the past holds a truth about Dwight's incarceration, a deal made in the dark that could make his own daughter look at him with hatred and fear. At the same time, the crew is fracturing under this new, invisible pressure. Tyson, torn between his loyalty to Dwight and a chance at a legitimate life he never knew he wanted, finds his convictions tested. Mitch, the rock of the operation, is forced to confront a world where his old-school methods are becoming obsolete. And Bodie, the wild card, is playing a dangerous game of his own, making connections that could either save them all or burn everything to the ground. Every character is at crossroads, and every choice they make pulls the strings of the coming conflict tighter. The first strike is not a bullet, but a keystroke. In a single devastating move, Silas Vane's organization freezes Dwight's assets, turns his business partners against him, and unleashes a media storm that paints the general as a public enemy. The empire is under siege from a direction Dwight doesn't understand. He can't shoot a bad stock tip. He can't intimidate a server in another country. The foundation of his power, fear and respect on the streets, is meaningless in this new war. Forced into a corner, Dwight must make a choice that goes against every instinct he has. To fight a future he doesn't understand, he must dive deeper into the past. He must reach out to the one person he vowed to protect from his world, his daughter, Christina. She holds a key, a piece of the legal or financial puzzle that Dwight cannot see. But bringing her closer is the ultimate risk. It puts a target on the only person he truly loves. As Dwight struggles to adapt, the violence he knows so well inevitably erupts. A brutal and shocking attack on one of their own proves that Vane's corporate empire has a very real and very deadly bite. The message is clear: comply or be erased. This act of terror galvanizes the crew, but it also exposes their weaknesses. Paranoia sets in. Who can be trusted? In a world of digital spies and corporate assassins, the enemy could be anyone. Alliances are tested, and a traitor is revealed, sending shockwaves through the organization and leaving Dwight more isolated than he has ever been. The kingdom is bleeding, and desperation breeds radical change. Dwight realizes that to save his world, he must become something new. He must merge the old with the new, combining his street-level power with the digital savvy of the modern age. A dangerous, unlikely alliance is forged with Anaya, whose connections in the underground tech world become Dwight's only weapon against Vane's digital dominance. This is no longer a fight for control of Tulsa's streets. It is a battle for its soul, a war between the old guard and a faceless, soulless new order. The conflict escalates, moving from the boardrooms to the streets in a series of explosive confrontations. A high-stakes heist is planned not to steal money, but to seize the data that Vane uses to control his enemies. The plan is a masterpiece of Dwight's tactical mind and Anaya's technical genius, but it is fraught with peril. One wrong move, and they all go down forever. Meanwhile, Tyson is forced to make an impossible choice that will define him forever: the man he is, or the man Dwight needs him to be. His decision will either cement his place as the general's true heir or break the crew apart for good. As the pieces move into place for the final play, the personal stakes become unbearable. Dwight is forced to confront the true cost of his legacy, realizing that winning this war might mean sacrificing everything he ever wanted to protect, including the love of his family. The final move is upon them. The trailer commences in a whirlwind of escalating stakes. We see glimpses of the heist in motion, tense moments of digital infiltration paired with raw physical danger. A car chase rips through the Tulsa night, more intense and desperate than anything before. A direct, violent confrontation between Dwight's crew and Vane's private army in a shocking and unexpected location. The lines are drawn, and every character is pushed to their absolute limit. Dwight Manfredi, the old lion, is cornered, bloody but unbroken, his eyes burning with a fire we have never seen. He delivers a raw, guttural monologue, not to his crew, but to himself, a defining moment of clarity. They think this world belongs to them now, with their algorithms and their contracts, but they forgot. They forgot what it means to have something to lose. They forgot what a real king will do to protect his own. The screen erupts in a series of rapid-fire, powerful images. A gun being cocked in a tense standoff, a horrified look on Christina's face as she realizes the depth of the danger. Tyson standing over a fallen comrade with a look of devastating resolve, and the chilling smile of Silas Vane as he watches the chaos unfold from a safe distance. The final shot holds on Dwight, standing alone in the middle of his bar, surrounded by the ghosts of his past and the fires of his future. He looks directly into the camera, his expression a terrifying mix of weary wisdom and ruthless determination. The screen cuts to black. A single, final gunshot rings out. Then silence.